I know, bro. I know, bro. Just had a lot of stuff to do today. Was working, editing, doing some thumbnails. We've been doing some animated thumbnails again, so I've been, doing some sketches and just a lot of stuff going on. Just working, bro, and I'm also super locked in on my stream, so I was like, am I gonna miss it or am I gonna boot it up? And I'd rather boot it up late than miss it. So here we are. Here we are. W20 stream streak from my boy DG.
Where
my
you at,
boy in the
Berto?
chat. WDG in the chat. I know Cap is mad at me. W7 stream streak. But oh no, you fucked it up. Damn. Damn, Cap. Damn, Cap. Damn, Cap. Hey, made my day better. Late night BERTO stream. You know what I'm saying? Consistency is key. We gotta lock in, man. Gotta lock in. Locked in, locked in. How y'all doing though? What's good, Emmanuel? What up? How y'all feeling? We got a little 4-piece today. A five. I got 5 queued up, but 4 for sure. What's good, exterior? Meme, Jason. React to O-Dog. Who's O-Dog? Are you reacting to the CIA again? I don't think I've reacted to that. Who's O-Dog? Let me see what that is. Y'all know what O-Dog? Who is this O-Dog you speak of? Oh shit, what's this?
Scott Jackson has got to be one of the weird.
Oh, hold on. Oh, I thought that said 200K. I'm tripping. I thought a big video just popped off that I missed. Who's O-Dog? Who is this that you telling me to react to? What does he do? You're familiar with this character, chat? Is this somebody that I need to be reacting to? If YNs get drafted into the military. Hood skits. I'd have to do some research. I'm not sure if that would be something I could post on my channel. Resident Evil today? No, not today. Not today. I really got a lot of editing to catch up on with the we're on part 4 of Resident Evil, and I've only uploaded one of them. So got a lot of editing to do, man. Honestly. He's like a person who hosts like Survive in the Hood. It's good. I'll check it out, but I gotta check it out before I watch it on stream. I gotta see what's got going on. Bro, this shirt is fire. Yellow is your color. I know. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Yellow's my favorite color for a reason. I'm doing good. I think yellow might have stood me up though. Whoa. Uh-oh. Huh? My dog Yellow. What's good, Key? You lost your sunglasses though, so I will never forgive you. Yeah, I know. I'll go buy another pair that's similar or something. You niggas are going to the 83 points BAM drop. What? What are you talking about? I mean, we talked about that yesterday. I had watched some of the highlights yesterday on stream. Berto, day 3 of getting used to going outside. Yesterday, I hit 3,000 steps. Today, I hit 8,000 steps. I pushed hard today, so I might not stay the whole stream. My dog, Oscar. W Oscar in the chat, man. Love that you putting yourself out there, my boy. Keep going, keep pushing. You already know I'm rooting for you. You like One Piece? Yes, I do like One Piece. I'm not caught up with the anime. The last thing I saw for the anime for One Piece was Luffy fighting Lucci, Gear 5. So I'm not like all crazy behind, but you know, I have a bunch of episodes to still watch. What's good, Ashley? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Where You At Family. Um, but I heard that the One Piece live action is kind of good. Do y'all know anything about that? Have y'all tapped into the One Piece live action? I did watch One Piece live action season 1. I felt like it was okay. I wasn't like this is amazing, but I wasn't like this was very good either. But all over my Instagram timeline right now, everybody's talking about how good season 2 One Piece live action is. How do y'all feel about that? Can y'all co-sign or you're like, nah, it's cap? Bro, I'm always late now. Nah, it's all good, Zay. We just got started. The live action is ass. Word. What about Jujutsu Kaisen? I love Jujutsu Kaisen. I haven't started a new season yet though, but I'm caught up. Besides that, you don't know anything about One Piece, Juke? It's a good anime. It's just long, super long, intimidating. If you haven't started, it's definitely like one of them ones that's like fuck. I don't even know where to start. Attack on Titan is better than One Piece. I don't know if Attack on Titan is better than One Piece. I don't think I can say that. But Attack on Titan is amazing though. For sure. I want to get into Bleach. Bleach is my favorite all-time anime, so I might have some bias there. Bleach is my favorite all-time anime, bro. How's everybody's day going? Today's a good day, chill. Kind of medium energy today. Really just been working all day. Got on stream late. We literally only started 10 minutes ago, so yeah, just one of them days, but still feeling good, feeling very positive. Just ready to keep working. Berto, have you watched Cyberpunk Edge Runners? Nah, I've never heard of that. I've got man, I need to get to a place where I'm gaming every day because there's just so many games that I need to like. Still need to finish probably playtime. I still need to finish Dispatch. I still need to finish Resident Evil now. It's starting to get a lot. Like I started Dispatch, didn't finish it. I'm in the middle of Resident Evil. I don't know how far I am away from finishing it. Still got to finish it, and I still got to finish Dispatch because now I'm hearing Dispatch 2 is in the horizon somewhere. Like holy shit. Uh, take it slow, nigga. I'm trying. You need to finish Dispatch so you can play another Telltale game. Yeah, finish Resident Evil first. I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out. But I'm just locked in right now. I'm locked in. My dad almost died. His brakes failed. Oh my god. Sorry to hear that, bro. Well, I'm glad that he's didn't die. Is he okay? Search up Batman Telltale series. What's that? Is that like an indie game? Somebody made it? Matter of fact, play another episode of Dispatch tonight. I'm not playing no game tonight. I'm not playing no game tonight. I'm not gonna lie to you. Cause I gotta get back to editing. I still have after I get off stream tonight, I actually have to record a few brand deals. So it's gonna be I wouldn't say a short stream, but Juke said I said play another episode. Juke's not playing with me. It's not gonna be a short stream, but probably just more of a regular stream. Be right back, Berto. Gonna go clean up for sure, man. All right, well, I'm ready to get into it, man. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Can somebody drop the word of the day? I don't think I saw Yelena come through, so let me get the word of the day real quick. Oh man. not talking to me. No, where's Yelena? I don't know. Word of the day, mind your business. Hey, I'm not mad at that. It's not in the name of the Lord, but I'm sure he says something in the Bible that can be a remedy for that. Fuck it. Word of the day, mind your business. I'm not gonna say amen to that, but oh, there's Yelena. Yelena, we was just about to move on, man. We need the word of the day. Somebody in the chat said word of the day is mind your business. Your future is secure. Your hope will not fade. Trust my plan for you. Proverbs 23:18. Amen in the chat. Where you at, family?
Where you at, Berto?
Let go, let go, let go. Yelena spawned when you said word of the day. She just got just that feeling, man. Just that feeling. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Where you at, family? You already know what it is. Every single day, I'm overly thankful for y'all. Without y'all, I'm nothing. So thank you for pulling up, supporting me. Let's get to it. First vid of the day, spam
Where
up.
you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto?
Thinker, what up, my boy? Spam up, chat. Come on. All love, Zoa. Why people are avoiding relationships.
Okay, wait, I'm so pissed off. I just got home from a date. The guy walked out literally 10 minutes into our date. So we matched on Hinge, and I have really good photos of myself on Hinge. A few of them are AI generated. They look exactly.
A few of your photos on Hinge are AI generated, so you're posting fake photos of yourself on a dating website. That's already a terrible red flag. Terrible red flag. But I'm gonna listen to you. I'm gonna hear you out.
Like me.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. I feel like if you weren't trying to misrepresent something about your appearance, you wouldn't be using AI.
While we were out on our coffee / walking date, within the first 15 minutes, he asked me where one of my photos was taken. I'm not a liar, so I said that it was an AI generated photo. And he said, yeah, I don't think we're a match. And he left. He left. That seems so dramatic to me. And also, everyone is using AI generated photos. If they...
No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. I am genuinely curious to see what those photos look like.
Look like you, who cares? The ones I use with Dream Ones look exactly like me. They're not like the...
That does not look like you. I mean, it's like it does, but like...
crappy ChatGPT ones. So what is the difference? Who cares? I don't know. If you're a straight man, let me know. What do you think?
You've got to be kidding me. You're gaslighting, right? It's easy to see why the guy was mad. The most noticeable thing that I got rid of was your...
Yeah, it's like it's you, but it's like the fucking AI fake version of you, no flaws version of you. The thing is, bro, like, I'm not mad at anybody that wants to post the best pictures of themselves. I feel like that's what you're supposed to do, but you're literally catfishing. You know what I'm saying? It's getting to the point where it's like, if I'm looking at this and I fall in love with this and I see you in person and you don't look like this, like... You tricked me. I was bamboozled.
Her acne. Less noticeable to guys, but her hair looks super dry and frizzy in real life compared to the AI photo. And last, I think the most important one, is that it removed wrinkles that are here, 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 and here, which...
God damn, this nigga's going in.
Makes you look several years younger than you actually are. But you know what? Good. I love the idea of women using AI photos on dating apps, because the more severe the catfish, the more people will stop trying to find relationships on their phone. These apps are cancer. They're like a...
Is he cooking, chat? Hold on. Wait a minute. I ain't heard that perspective before. That might be a good one.
Mobile game companies took over the relationship market. Anyway, it's been a while on this channel, so I thought we'd check back in with modern internet dating and see how it's going.
And ladies, even men who went to Harvard Business School are losers. I just went on a first date with a man. He picked a restaurant. I knew that this restaurant was a happening restaurant, but he picked it and he went to Harvard. I thought that he knew to see if he was gonna need a reservation. He went to Harvard.
If you don't think this is a made-up story for TikTok femcels, then you're an idiot. I believe this person more than I believe her.
I got catcalled twice on this walk.
No, you didn't. TikTok as a whole, especially the dating meta, is literally just...
Why don't we believe her? What you mean? You not nobody's catcalling her? Why you said that, bruh?
The Arthur meme.
How do you know if any of this stuff is true?
You mean just lie? You really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
That shit is so hilarious, and no matter how many times I watch this, it progressively gets funnier every year.
I just mean that some of the details.
Oh, I never thought of that. This is terrible. What if none of it's true? What if they're all lying? How would we ever know?
If they only knew how many social media influencers would base their entire careers off of telling incredibly obvious lies that people are too stupid to recognize. I mean, how many men are taking dating advice on women from guys who are obviously in the closet, and how many women are taking pointers from other women who are obviously prostitutes? I can't believe we still have women saying shit like this after relationship guru the Wizard Liz got cheated on by a Pokimane simp.
My husband loves me for simply existing.
How do you and your husband split finances?
We don't. This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street. His money is our money, and my money is my money.
And
God damn. But we've known about her, bruh. We've known about her. She's bad business.
I just think now, like, people are like, oh, that's gold digging or that's something. No, it's not.
Okay, then I'm digging.
Yeah,
for
okay.
gold.
Holy shit, this chick is married.
At least she's standing on it. At least she's standing on it. She said, hey, if that's gold digging, then I'm digging for gold. Are we mad at an accountable gold digger? At least, at that point, the nigga that wifed her up is just a sucker, right? And we know that. He's wifed a gold digger who is happily claimed that she's gold digging.
Well, ultimately, I blame the man in this situation because as bad as all the catfishing and TikTok advice is, it's not nearly as problematic as the people who willingly choose the wrong partners, despite everyone trying to warn them. However, it is entertaining to watch them double down publicly, especially if I don't like them, so let's talk about it. The woman you just saw is Jesslyn Singh. She's the wife of an Indian stand-up comedian named Akash, and she has a podcast and a TikTok account where she started cannibalizing the career of her husband for views by openly talking about what a degenerate she is.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. So for context, I went to college from 2011 to 2016. I was popping my and living my best life in these white boy frat houses.
The crazy part about this is every time I see this clip, I'm just so dumbfounded by the fact that any woman, like, just forget it's her, just the fact that any woman can get on the internet and be like, yeah, I was popping my pussy in these frat houses getting cracked by multiple men. It was so amazing and I wish I could go back. Like, holy shit. Have you no shame, woman? Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck? Have you no dignity?
And I had a roster of guys that I would rotate.
So, lesson number one of the internet is to keep your mouth shut. Everyone should treat the internet like a police encounter instead of like a therapist. Anything you say can and will be used against you by your enemies, especially if your husband is in a male-centered space like a comedy podcast. Akash, did you not sit your wife down and tell her that it's a bad idea to talk about how promiscuous she was in college? Clearly he didn't, because that's not even the worst thing that she did.
He's on my hall pass list.
Oh, yeah.
Chase Crawford, Jacob Elordi, Austin Butler, and who else?
Imagine being a celebrity where these are actually your peers. Like, I've always said this, like, I'm not Mr. Stickler, stick up my ass type of guy where if my girl makes a very harmless joke, like, oh, this actor is cute or whatever, I'm not going to break up with my girlfriend over that, right? But at the same time, on some real shit, celebrities, other men, at any status, I look at these people as my peers, even if I'm not on their level yet. So I, to a degree, I'm also like, what do you mean you have a celebrity crush? What do you mean you would do nasty things to Michael B. Jordan? I don't give a fuck about Michael B. Jordan. You're my woman. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's me, a little old me. Now imagine being an actual famous celebrity that is peers with these people, that is as rich and famous as these people, and your wife is getting on a podcast talking about, oh yeah, I'd clap him, and and him. I got a long list of niggas I want to clap that are friends with my husband. What?
Dean Thomas from the Harry Potter movies.
Would y'all ever have an orgy together with your husbands?
Rhea,
She tried.
I'm actively trying to have an orgy because this couple is so fucking good looking, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband.
There's a difference being a scammer and being a hustler. Two very different things.
Okay.
I'm a hustler who scams a little bit. I'm not a scammer who
I'm not
hustles.
gonna lie, that was sexy, and that's why I'm actively trying to have an orgy.
This is a divorce moment right here. If my wife told me that she wanted to have
Oh
sex
my
with her
God.
best friend's
Don't
husband,
clip
said it
that.
numerous times on the podcast, and then brought me on to talk about it while she flirts with that guy right in front of me, I would be calling my
Can't
lawyer
even
and drafting
talk,
up
bro.
papers.
Oh my God.
Now, for all the people saying that these situations are just random and you can never tell if a woman will treat you like this in the future, know that people always show signs that they aren't worth marrying if you wait a little bit before making a commitment. This one was obviously a bad idea. Her and her friend's entire personalities are TikTok.
Like, you don't have to justify your presence as, you know, wanting to be in your divine feminine energy and staying at home and not having as much stress.
I didn't wish her a happy across
month?
her happy birth month.
Nah,
happy
this
birth
month
week.
gotta stop. yo.
Happy birthday Eve.
Eve, today. He didn't wish me happy birthday,
Happy
Eve.
birthday, Eve.
Yes.
That was like watching a horror film. I mean, everybody makes mistakes, but there comes a point where you have to be honest about your situation and do what's necessary. But of course, they didn't do that, which is why this is entertainment. So Akash and his wife started going viral because of clips like this, and I have to say that this is a no-win situation for these two. They screwed up badly, and the only thing they can do is shut up and wait 2 weeks for everyone to forget about it. Because the reality was that most of Akash's fans didn't know about any of this, and it was just drama YouTubers making fun of them, so they could have just stayed quiet. But instead of being smart and keeping the hate isolated to people who don't even watch them, they decide to do a podcast where Akash looks super uncomfortable the whole time, and we are assured that everything that Jesleen said was just a misunderstanding.
Repressed in
A misunderstanding. A misunderstanding. I think the only thing that was misunderstood is why this nigga would ever wife you. That's the only thing that I am not understanding. But everything else, I understood loud and clear.
Indian girl that I didn't even watch Jersey Shore in high school because I felt it to be too inappropriate. So when I got to college, I'm like, oh my God, I can dress however I want. I can do whatever I want.
You can have a roster of frat boys.
But-
What does a roster mean?
So it didn't actually translate to a roster. It just meant like two guys I was talking to and flirting with at the same time.
Yeah, and she claims that she didn't have relations with anyone. And if you don't know what I mean by relations, I mean cheek clapping. She claims that all they did was make out, even though there's video evidence in this video that we're reacting to right now, where she says she was popping her kitty.
Time. That's it.
That's all.
Yeah.
And when you say hooking up, I think people
When
think you
I
meant
mean
fucking.
hooking up, I just meant making out. Again, like everything I say is so amplified and hyperbolic because it's so like incongruous to who I actually am as a person.
Right. So you're saying you're a big old prude.
Yeah, literally.
Let me just say, as a person who uses Twitter, I don't think saying that you're Indian as an excuse for your behavior is going to make people trust you.
But
I have IBS. There's no way.
I do have IBS.
Indian food's never going to beat the allegations. So Jesleen is claiming that she's innocent and was a virgin until she met Akash, but I don't believe her at all. If you listen to both episode 6 and episode 7 of her podcast, it's apparent that she's had sexual contact with multiple men, even saying that being good at oral is a green flag. How would she know how to judge that if she's only been with one person? Best case scenario is that she's trying to misrepresent herself on the lines of technically being a virgin because she didn't have vaginal intercourse. Though I don't believe her on that either, because trying to push your close friends into group sex is not the move of someone who has only had sex with one person.
Facts. You've only had sex with one person and your second body, you're already trying to have an orgy? Hell no. Hell no. That's not how that goes. That's like learning to run before you know how to crawl. You don't just jump to the finish line.
Neither is wearing incredibly revealing clothing on Instagram, so there's no way she didn't understand American cultural norms like the meaning of hooking up as the wife of someone who used to be on a show called Guy Code, where they talked about stuff like that. Also, the prostitute philosophy about how a guy should value you just for existing around him doesn't make her look innocent either. This entire podcast just makes Jesleen look worse, and it makes Akash look like a loser. Right here was probably the most telling moment for me.
You're cool with him just getting a hand job massage?
Totally.
Are you
Yeah, I know.
Yes, I've said that it's less work for me.
I don't. This is. I don't.
Can you talk to our wives?
I don't believe this. Can I tell you why I don't believe this? You remember Horrible Decisions?
Yeah.
She was. You guys were like, dude, I think your girl will be down. She keeps saying how pretty Wheezy is, and I was like, even then, I was like, no, the fuck. She's all talk. She's all bluster. That's why I haven't tested the hand job
Paper
thing.
tiger.
She's our dog. She's a yapping little dog behind a fence.
I'm guessing she thinks that this is like a 4D chess move to cover up for the fact that she wants to cheat. She's only saying it's okay for him to do it because, for one, she knows that he won't, and because, two, if she does cheat, she can say, well, yeah, but I said that you could do it if you wanted to. Nobody who actually loves you and is emotionally connected would allow a hall pass. This is one of those moments where a really bad person is trying to LARP as a good person, but doesn't actually know what a good person would say in that moment, so anything she says just further exposes her. The correct move was to apologize to her husband, ignore the haters, never bring this up again, and stop oversharing and treating the internet like your therapist. Also, Akash, you're on the road a lot as a comedian. I would not trust this chick to be faithful.
She has a degree in hoe.
When you aren't around. Because when it comes to people like Jesleen, I think the reality is that they actually despise the person that they're with, which is why she treats them poorly and can't help but say inappropriate stuff. I think a part of the gaslight from Akash on this is that Jesleen, slept on the floor with him one time when he was broke, but also they broke up when he was broke, and she mysteriously got back together with him right around the time that he started making money again, which is suspicious considering all the gold digger ideology that comes out of her mouth. However, no matter how ride or die she was in the past, I don't think that justifies her present treatment of her significant other. Now, they haven't had any drama since, as far as I've seen. And
he has to know she cheated on him already. I feel like with individuals like Akash, it's not even, he doesn't care that he's getting cheated on. He's actually a simp to his core. To his core. He's just happy to look over at his girl in his bed and be like, wow, she's so pretty. I'm so happy that she's with me. He's one of those type of guys. I'm telling you. He is actually one of the rare cases where it's like, okay, I get it. That's why they're together. Because he is just literally a doormat.
And her podcast appears to have been canceled, so hopefully Akash and his wife have learned their lesson. But speaking of people who are much further down the line of publicly displaying how unhealthy their relationship dynamic is, allow me to introduce you to Anissa Joma and her husband, Ian Joma, formerly known as Ian Washburn.
The only reason why we chose my name over his last name is because his last name is just objectively ugly.
Listen, if I get down on one knee, held it down for years, stayed loyal, did everything I was supposed to do as a man, and we get to the point where I am trying to make you my wife so we can carry on my legacy and my seed. You taking my last name, I don't give a fuck if my last name was Dickinson. You taking this dick.
It's just an ugly last name. Washburn sounds horrendous.
In the past, you might have recognized Anissa as the prostitute Twitch streamer girlfriend of the once popular creator iDubbbz, who was famous for doing a creator deep dive series called Content Cop that was very well liked by a huge portion of the internet. But in more recent years, it's become obvious that she wears the pants in the relationship, and therefore she has graduated from being called iDubbbz.
Look at this guy. All right, bro. I hate to be that guy, but come on, man. Why are you doing this? Why do guys put themselves through humiliation rituals like this? This is him, and this is his girl. Why did you do this? Why do guys put themselves through humiliation rituals like this? I don't understand it. I understand, it's cool to have fun. I'm not saying you can't have a sense of humor, but holy shit. Facts. Lord of the Simps.
His girlfriend, and earned herself her own name.
Can we chill on like asking if Ian's here or whatever? Like I get it's funny or whatever, but I've spent like the past 4 years living in his shadow, so to speak, and like I've been trying to do my own thing on the internet for 7 years before I even met him, and it is painful. I'd rather have 5 people want to be here for me than like a bunch asking for Ian. Thanks.
Congrats, Anissa. Now you're the star. Talking about you now draws far more interest than talking about iDubbbz. You made it, and all you had to do was taint the career of your husband so that it would be easy for you to outshine him. Personally, I think this is the move of a true anti-capitalist.
I'm more extreme than Ian, where I'm like pretty anti-capitalist. I hate landlords.
Now, for those of you who have jobs and don't have time to keep up with all the iDubbbz drama over the past 5 years, basically what happened is that iDubbbz, or Ian, got into a relationship with Anissa. Anissa has always wanted to be a popular streamer, but she's untalented, so she's jealous of the success of her husband. Because she's jealous, instead of being happy for her partner's success, she constantly sabotages his career by publicly shaming him, and instead of getting rid of this girl who obviously...
Bro, just why do guys stay with women like this? They get on the internet and just bash you, tell all your secrets out to the world. It's just like, bruh, stay away from her. She clearly wants to see you burn.
He doesn't love him. Ian defends her,
What up,
and
Kay?
even more damning in terms of social media, he stopped making content that people like. Now, like I said with Jesseline, the blackpilling part of this is that oftentimes in these cases, people just see the end result and make claims that you can never tell if your partner will end up like this or not. But the reality is that girls like Anissa and Jesseline always show signs that they will become like this in the future early on in the relationship. In Anissa's case, it was day one.
2016 would also be the year Anissa would begin her relationship with the once popular YouTuber, iDubbbz. This
Side jab of doom, the once popular YouTuber. That hurts. That hurts.
relationship started out as all healthy ones do, with Anissa cheating on her ex-boyfriend in order to be with Ian. That's
You get them how you lose them, man. Or you lose them how you get them. Vice versa, same shit. You got her when she was with another nigga. Why do you think she wouldn't cheat on you? You can never wife a girl that is cheating on her man with you. You can never do that. Never. You shouldn't even be doing that in the first place. But let's say you are going to be degenerate. You cannot wife the girl that is cheating on her man with you. That makes no sense.
right, before Anissa and Ian began dating, Anissa was in an active relationship with another League of Legends streamer named Acadian. Anissa and Acadian began dating around late 2015, and this relationship lasted until the first day Anissa would meet Ian.
I don't know how you can see this as a man and be like, yeah, she definitely won't treat me like that, right? And when I say this, understand that Anissa started treating Ian like shit very early on. They got together in 2016, and in 2017, she was already being incredibly inappropriate with a YouTuber named Chris Raygun, who was also in a relationship with someone else at the time.
Anissa being attracted to other men is a common trope when she's in a relationship. Another man Anissa had a crush on around this time was named Chris Raygun. Anissa would also show her romantic interest on Chris on Twitter, where she tweeted out a shirtless photo of him with the caption full of thirsting and squirt emoji.
And he stayed with her. Yo, girl is putting squirting emojis on Twitter publicly. Like, she can't even do the decency of sending this to like the girl group chat that you know what I'm saying, just stays between her and her close friends, and that's still terrible. But it's just like, bro, the embarrassment she is putting you through, and you stay. What? I can't feel bad for you, bro.
You know, personally, I think it's inappropriate to publicly
It's looking like she's not the problem anymore. Facts.
post about your celebrity crushes when you're in a relationship, but I can look past that because it's like a fantasy. However, in Anissa's case, her celebrity crush that she is openly fangirling over while she's in a relationship with iDubbbz is someone she regularly interacts with. And really, I think the breaking point for Ian Joma was around 5 years ago when Anissa opened up an OnlyFans account. He got backlash and was like, actually, I'm okay with being a cuck.
For those of you who are unaware of the drama I recently brought upon myself, I'll fill you in. My girlfriend started an OnlyFans account which is a website where you can upload amateur porn. I think all of it is cool. I'm okay with sex workers and girls being slutty. It has no bearing on my life whatsoever.
You can't make this shit up, man. You can't make this shit up. And that's why they say the money and fame will never unlame you. This guy's got clout, motion, but to his core, he's a fucking loser. Because holy, he just is like, hear he, have no fear. The ultimate cuck is here. Hopefully I can say that on YouTube. I'm sorry if that's too much. Please don't do me bad.
However,
as someone who watched this video the day it came out, I love watching it 5 years later, knowing that this decision had such a huge effect on Ian's life that he's now so poor that he streams on the ground.
Oh no.
I hope that in the current year, we've all started to see how toxic these open-minded beliefs are. It turns out that traditional values and prejudices were correct the whole time. Now, normally I would say this is sad, but iDubbbz is such a backstabbing POS that I enjoy every clip I see of Anissa shaming him.
If I look at you, even in like the viewfinder, extremely masculine chin, which is also why I like the buzz cut, because it like emphasizes your chin, and your like heavy brow. Like, I would argue you have one of the most... Part of the reason why I don't want to have a child with you is because I'm terrified if we have a girl that she's going to have all your masculine features.
Holy shit, bro. I almost am like, damn, yo, girl is telling you, I don't want to have kids with you because I think you're chop shit. Like, I'm genuinely scared to bear your seed because I think you are chopped. Wow, I did not know it got this bad. Mind you, he's sitting here with his legs crossed. He's like, I mean, type shit, legs crossed, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Cool. I definitely respect that opinion, my queen.
Isn't that interesting? I think about that a lot.
Yeah, I have never met somebody who has such an eagle face. Like, you have a very strong brow, which is very attractive on men. To be honest, there's a lot of attractive women that have that as well, like Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
But combined,
she can't even stop. Like, she's just like, you're chopped. It's more attractive on other men. I don't want to have your kids. Nigga can't help but just fucking rub his head like, oh shit, please.
with
Yeah.
me,
Mm-hmm.
I think the combination would be bad for a woman.
I think you're tripping.
I don't know.
Holy shit, never in my best dreams would I have imagined a clip as great as iDubbbz looking like he's expressing interest in having kids towards the end. But Anissa says she thinks he's too ugly. I wonder if she would have said that about Chris Ray Gun.
I actually don't think there's a world
Where I appeal
where
to straight women.
you could appeal to
You know
straight
what?
women.
I think you're right. Someone said, is there a look that appeals to everyone?
Hassan Abi appeals to everyone.
Oh my God. I will never get people who think it's okay to publicly shame their partner. For one, the more you shame your partner, the worse it makes you look because you're the one stupid enough to be with a loser. And two, in my opinion, this is a breakup move. It would be an argument the first time it happened, and then it would be the end of the relationship if the behavior were repeated. Because your job as a significant other is to be your partner's biggest cheerleader when it comes to how they're seen in public. And if they aren't doing that...
Respectfully, bro. Respectfully. Like, I'm not saying that you can't hold your partner accountable. I'm not saying you shouldn't... Like, you should be able to look at your partner and be like, hey, like, yo, you kind of, you know, moving a little dusty today, or like... Hey, you know, you look a little bit under the weather. What's going on? You need some new clothes. Like, come on, let's pick up the pace. I'm not mad at holding your partner accountable. But when we step out this house and it's me and you against the world, how you gonna backstab me and make me look like a fucking fool in front of strangers? And then even worse, get on the internet and make me look like a fool. It's like, bro, we a team. This is you friendly firing. I'm about to boot you out the lobby. I'm about to report you. You friendly firing. We on the same fucking team, gang. That's crazy. W Bloodwolf with a 25 stream streak. Join the Twitch streams, man. Link in the description. Love y'all.
Then in my opinion, they're trash. Not to say that people can't communicate with friends and family to process difficult parts of their relationship, but if your wife is just unnecessarily shitting on you in public constantly, then that's a sign that you need to get rid of this person.
This is a great Anissa moment. You know her eternal quest to humiliate him? So this is a new chapter.
I don't know if chat can back me up.
No.
AFABs, gay men, whatever. The bigger the dick, the worse it's sex. Like a lot of men that have...
Just the premise alone, he's trapped. he's trapped from the beginning. Either he A, is bad at sex, or B, has a tiny penis. There's no escape.
I don't know if chat can back me up.
Nope. Back me up, chat.
Again, this would be really sad if iDubbbz weren't a terrible person. I mean, Anissa just like has professional levels of spite for her husband. There are multiple levels here. First, there's like no correct answer here. There's just a less bad one. And two, you get to hear about your partner having sex with other men. She's flaunting her sexual experience publicly while iDubbbz doesn't have any outside of his wife because Anissa is his first girlfriend. And you know what? Everyone's got to start somewhere, and certainly it's better than being used up, so I don't blame him for that. But the part where I lose respect is the part where he just lets this chick walk all over him.
I've met Ian. I've talked to Ian. I've seen his content over the years. Ian is an asshole, but he's also a very passive, live and let live, kind of easygoing guy. He's not a confrontational, aggressive, hostile person. His girlfriend, though, I think absolutely is. I can guarantee you that whenever there's a conflict, she's the one getting mad and he's the one saying like, bro, like, stop. I don't want to deal with this. Right? And so that's, I think, kind of what happened. If you've ever been in a relationship with a really domineering, aggressive, hostile person like Anissa seems to be, you would know how much that kind of puts your entire mind into like a brain fog. You're in survival mode. Exactly. You're constantly in fight or flight around this person. And you also like them, but there's this element of them that's like extremely mercurial, aggressive, and seemingly so in a random way.
Yeah, and you stay far, far, far away from people like that in general, not just in relationships, just in general. Like sometimes your body and soul is communicating to you. You might not even be able to pinpoint what it is, but it's just like, no, this person is triggering to me. And then sometimes the writing's all on the wall. They're literally, like this girl, is just spitting in your face. Stay away from people like that, bro. Literal are cancers to your life.
That, to me, sucks the life force out of a person so fast it is insane.
This is probably true. Actually, allow me to add nuance because I don't think iDubbbz sees it like this. I think if you asked him, he would say he does stand up for himself, but the problem is that it doesn't work.
Like, as our relationship went on, I share a lot. He's wanted me to share less. I've wanted him to share more. We've started to meet in the middle.
Yeah, so they probably have talked about Anissa making him look bad numerous times, but she knows he's not brave enough to do something like leave her, and because there's no threat of negative consequences, it just falls on deaf ears. Instead, she does whatever she wants and continues to treat the internet like her therapist by oversharing, which further adds to the pile of public blackmail against iDubbbz. All of this makes me think about a book I read called Good to Great. It's a book about how good businesses transition into becoming the top businesses. So it's about companies, but if you're smart, the ideas are universally applicable. One such universally applicable idea comes from Chapter 3, where the research team for that book found out that it's not a well-written business plan or favorable market conditions that cause a business to become a top company and sustain their success. The most important thing for a successful business are the people in the room. Competent and good people are so important that it's not even worth it to develop a business plan until you have the right people in the room. This is very much something that was said a lot about the founder of Apple, Steve Jobs, and the biography that was written on him. He always wanted to be around A players and not the C or the D team. But where I'm going with this is that it certainly is also true when it comes to relationships. Everyone thinks they can pull someone out of the bargain bin and mold them into the perfect partner, when the reality is that if someone's not already motivated to be great, you won't convince them. So if you're having long talks about how people need to change or be better, and nothing ever changes or gets better, the correct answer is to not continue doing that. The answer is to go find someone who has already figured it out, or is motivated to figure it out. Once you have found that person, the next step to a healthy relationship is to not demotivate them by falling into your bad habits. As for your exes, don't feel bad about breaking off their relationship because for the most part, if someone is resistant to change, then the only way they're going to learn is through suffering and loss. And by shielding them from that, you're only prolonging their mediocrity.
This is a big one that everyone needs to take into their life too, man, because I think something that a lot of people struggle with is the ability to walk away. The ability to walk away. And something that you guys have to understand is scarcity will create the reality you want. Because if you are bringing X, Y, and Z to the table and you know you're coming correct, and if this person just is not seeing your value, you take it away. You take that value away, you go do your thing. At the end of the day, that person is either gonna feel instantly like, oh shit, I didn't even realize how much value this person was bringing to my life. I can't lose that. Or they won't give a shit. And then it would have already proven why you had every reason to leave in the first place. If you know your value, don't stay in places where you're not appreciated, bro. That's because all they're gonna do is make you start to realize that, or make you start to feel as if you're not valuable. But sometimes people don't know the value, bro. I don't remember where I saw this quote or this sequence of events, but I think there was like this saying where an old man, he gave a old busted watch to his son and was like, or grandson or something, and he's like, hey, take this watch over to the pawn shop down the street and let me know how much it's worth. So he takes the watch to the pawn shop, and then the people at the pawn shop are like, I mean, we might be able to give you fucking $30. This shit is worthless. This is nothing. So he comes back to the grandpa and was like, they said it's worthless. Like, what's the whole point of this, grandpa? And then he's like, all right, tomorrow we're gonna go to the museum and I'm gonna show you something. They go to the museum the next day and they bring it to them and they're like, can you check this out and tell me how much it's worth? Comes back, niggas, 4 niggas deep. Everybody's like, oh shit, oh my God, like, how did you find this? Where did you find this? This is like an artifact from and this is worth so much, millions and millions of dollars. It's literally priceless. Are we able to hold this in our museum? We'll be able to pay you a salary just for, allowing us to house this valuable item and all this shit. And the whole lesson there is like, in theory, that motherfucker could have sold that watch for $30 because he didn't know the value. So when you know what I'm saying, sometimes you don't even realize how valuable your worth is, but the right person will see your value, man. So don't settle. Don't settle. Love you. I appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? I'll see you on the next one. Go on. Lego. Bert, I got a new MP3 player. MP3 player? An MP3 player? What the hell? I just haven't heard of that in a long time. Y'all niggas still using MP3 players? I thought we all had iPhones and Androids and shit. Just joined. What video were y'all watching? We were watching why people are avoiding relationships. I'm an old school guy. Thought you were young, Cap. I got a new flip phone. I have a Game Boy, and a DS. Yeah, but do you play it though, or do you just have it for nostalgia? Don't cap. I'm young, but I like old school. Okay, that's cool. So what type of MP3 player did you get? I still got it. All right, you guys are just saying random things that you have. Yes, I have old things too, but are you using it though? I do. Yes. And I really want to play Mario. Well, you know what? I'm not mad at that. We definitely need to just have like a run where we're just playing like old shit. That would be fun. and I downloaded a whole playlist onto it. I ain't gonna lie, MP3 players, like, or maybe not MP3 players, but iPods, that was a good time. That was a good time for music when you could just like, they were a lot smaller, a little bit more convenient. Do you know what I'm saying? To walk around with. They really need to bring that back. I ain't gonna lie, they really need to bring that back. iPod, like, they need to just bring back a music exclusive, like, device. I would use that because now I think about it, there's so many times like when I'm driving where I got music playing on my phone, but but because it's on my phone, yeah, I got phone calls and shit coming through, and I don't even want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? That would be useful. We need to bring that back. Cap, bro, just let it go. Just let it go. This nigga is trying to get me clipped up. I was quoting something. Within the context, it made sense why I said that. This guy's trying to get me cooked. My bad. Next time I won't call you while driving. Jesus. All right. Let us get into this next vid. Spam up.
Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto?
3, 2, 1. This Sneeko situation just got insane.
I stopped talking to him years ago because I knew he was doing drugs. I knew he was gay. I knew he was going to.
Sneeko Sweet? Hold on. Sneeko Sweet? Is that what's happening?
BDSM club.
Massive day for the unemployed. Tate and Sneeko are beefing, and then Tate called Sneeko gay?
A few years ago, there was a streamer, I think everybody knows who I'm talking about, who was obsessed with me. If I got a girl's number on Fresh and Fit, he tried to do the same thing. Every single thing I did, he copied verbatim. He tried to be me, literally be me. He was obsessed with me. And I thought he just wanted to be famous, and that turned out to be a homosexual obsession.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no. He started telling me that he had this cuck thing that was exposed. He had this big cuck scandal, and he asked me what I think about cucking and if it's normal to explore your sexuality and if I've ever tried.
Y'all believe this, chat? What? Andrew just be saying a lot of bullshit, but why would he just so flat out like lie like this? Let's see. Let's lock in. Let's hear it out.
And I said, look, I'm older than you, bro, and I've never tried that. I don't think that's normal.
Tate and Sneeko in Big 2026. The only country that still cares about these guys is Pakistan. I'm sorry. Like 98% of their audience is from there. Anyway, now that we've established that, what happened to these guys?
Andrew
Why are they
Tate's lying.
beefing?
And then he starts saying, isn't it normal just to try new things? Don't you think it's normal to be curious? How do you know if you're really gay or not unless you've tried being gay? And then I realized he was coming on to me.
What the fuck? How do you know if you're gay or not unless you try being gay? Said no straight man ever. No straight man has ever said that. Okay, hold on. If Sneeko actually said that, there is absolutely no debate. That nigga Sneeko playing for the other side.
And when I realized he was coming on to me, I thought the best thing I can do is just not
But we need more evidence. We can't just take niggas' word for it, right?
talk to him anymore.
I think Sneeko's a clown, but this dude is straight up bullshit. Because, bruh, when he was in New York, he asked Sneeko to even do a video with him, being cordial and everything.
I know what he's going to bring up. I already know what the tactic is to be. These people are easy to read. I didn't want to address it on stream. I'm going to address it before it happens. Maybe people will clip it up. What he's going to do, he's going to bring up clips from a podcast from like 5-6 years ago where I was a stand-up comedian at the time, and we were joking, and on streams joking, but like...
Bro think he Joe Rogan. Find the clip, JB.
But like when I was like 14, I thought I was gay. I watched gay porn.
What did you say, Sneeko? Now, I did hear the context. You said you're a comedian and you were joking, but But why though? Why'd you have to go with that joke?
Bro think he Joe Rogan. Find the clip, JB.
But like when I was like 14, I thought I was gay. I watched gay porn.
Going around where people pretend that there's these, like they say that you did gay porn. Most of those pictures are fake. The other ones, I was 17, and there are leaked photos that I sent to a girl that leaked online.
To be fair, the AI photos were crazy.
Since then, he has mentioned me every single day in every single stream he does. Andrew Tate wore a gambling t-shirt. Andrew Tate drove a car. Andrew Tate drunk coffee. Andrew Tate this. Andrew Tate that. He is obsessed with me. And if you see the way he talks about me, you can see in his eyes. It's not because he is morally superior. It's not because he just wants clicks. It's a homosexual rage which is suppressed.
I can see why they call.
I'll say this, bro. I'll say this. That's a crazy clip to be going around, Sneeko. I don't know what the fuck you were thinking. But if I give you the benefit of the doubt and say that it was you just being a comedian, I wouldn't make that joke as a comedian. I wouldn't. But let me just give some grace here. Comedians do say crazy shit sometimes to be funny, whatever. It is very, very lame if Andrew Tate is just going out and saying this on a whim. Because one thing we do know for sure is Andrew Tate has collaborated with Sneeko multiple times. Now, I definitely don't think they have a great relationship. I definitely think, you know, they've beefed a lot over the past years, clearly. But one thing that we know for sure at this point is Andrew Tate, he be grifting, bro. He says one thing and then he does another. So I just think Andrew Tate doesn't like Sneeko anymore. And now he's just saying random shit to just get clicks himself, honestly. Because that's one thing that seems to be a pattern with Andrew Tate. It's like, he at one point was the most famous man in the world, blah, 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 and he just can't let go. He can't accept that his time is up. And now he's just doing anything, saying anything, taking fights, getting his ass beat. We just reacted to a video where he's saying that he's going to go save the world from war and go catch missiles with his hands. It's like he's going to say anything to try to get some clicks. So Andrew Tate's just getting lamer and lamer by the minute. But, you know, if Sneeko's gay, I mean, who cares? That's his life. I mean, I don't give a fuck. But that is a crazy clip to be floating around if you are, in fact, straight.
Call him the top G now.
Guys, watch him do it and look in his eyes while he does it. It is a suppressed homosexual rage. He is enraged.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think he just looks depressed. Look what you did.
Now he's Muslim LARPing. He's Islam LARPing. Constantly LARPing about Islam while being gay in private and taking drugs in private. As opposed to me, who keeps my faith private and my internet. He keeps his faith on the internet and in his private life is completely haram. So we can discuss which one of us is the real Muslim if we want to have that conversation.
While Sneeko might accidentally chomp on some pork ribs or like drink some Red Bull during Ramadan, he's still undeniably a better Muslim than Tate.
Even though she is in love, I am still hard as shit.
Buy more. Buy more. Buy more. Buy more.
The fall off is unbelievable. WestJet, you are bitch. They have more money than you. They are more successful. And that must have been the wind.
What he might even do is go further and talk about people in my personal life, which is completely across the line. And it's time and time again, it's the people that are closest to you that you've defended the most. People that I've went to back and forth with the most critical.
I keep saying this about Sneeko, bro. I don't know these guys, so all of this is just my assumptions from what I can see on the internet. I feel like Sneeko. Ooh, excuse me. That was a nasty burp. I feel like Sneeko, behind the scenes, when he cuts the camera off, he don't believe half the shit he's saying. He has an identity crisis problem. Because all the shit he be saying is always to appeal to an audience that he doesn't actually align with. Just be yourself, bruh. Just be yourself. There was a time where Sneeko was just being himself, getting on the internet, making his creative videos, talking about the things that he was passionate about. And then ever since that red pill shit kind of like popped off, I feel like Sneeko just went off the deep end and he completely was like on some pick me shit. whatever's hot, I want to do. Whatever's and unfortunately, because he went down the red pill path, he's just so deep down that rabbit hole that he has lost himself completely. All he knows how to do is be a goddamn chameleon and turn into anything he touches. At least that's what it looks like, from my opinion.
Because I was defending people that I thought were my friends.
I mean, speaks for itself, doesn't it? I don't know. I feel like Sneako's a bit naive and too trusting because, bro, I don't think Tate ever considered him a friend.
Tate, I probably got banned and my reputation changed forever.
I don't know. In the circles I run at, destroying your own reputation for another man could be seen as gay, but I digress.
I'm gay. Andrew Tate says no issue, shakes my hand, and wants to do a video with me in New York. Then the club thing happens. It goes and tries to throw me under the bus to ruin my character. To try to ruin my career. No, and I see people in the chat, you don't stoop to their level.
And you know, this ain't my fight. I don't really give a what happens. I don't gotta pick between the lion or the tiger. I'm the hyena in the corner waiting for the prize. $40 to pay my bills.
And of course this is happening, one, when I'm very critical of the war in Iran, and two, because I recently blew up a lot. The Jang streams are getting a lot of popularity because I'm bringing a lot of people on and I'm starting to make a real difference.
You hear that, Irad? You're saved. Sneako has arrived. Sneako, stop making a difference. I just put $5 grand into Raytheon stock so they can make more missiles.
And when I realized he was coming on to me, I thought the best thing I can do is just not talk to him anymore. Because I don't like this gossip girl stuff. I don't want to be a drama merchant like he is.
Andrew Tate always says this, but he always ends up right next to these guys IRL. He always, that's another thing I pointed out before. Andrew Tate continuously always be like, I don't need these guys. I don't like these guys, blah, blah, blah. But he's always hanging around with Clavicular. He's always hanging around with fucking Sneako. He's always hanging around with, what's that other white supremacist, Nick Fuentes. He's always around these guys. He's always in clips. He's always making content with them. But whenever he's sitting in his Dubai office or wherever the fuck, he's always, I'm super rich. I don't need any of this. I don't care about these people. I don't know. It's like, bro, yes, you do. Yes, you do. You do like being around these guys.
My brand isn't sitting online and constantly insulting other people like his is.
Dude, this is like kindergarten level manipulation tactic. Not gonna do that, but I would never throw Sneako under the bus. Proceeds to throw him under the bus. I hate this gossip girl stuff. XOXO proceeds to gossip about him for like 3 minutes straight.
Snake, idiot, guilty, he's done. I'm broke, F you, she cheated, it's over, broke, loser. Best of luck to you, man.
Thank you. And I mean, he is not wrong. We do have some suspicious thumbnails. Not gonna lie, I think this one's my favorite.
I'm not gossip girl. I'm not here to insult anyone. I have no personal vendetta against anybody. I'm not mad at anyone who's ever insulted me. I'm just a guy.
Is he really that guy, pal?
I've known he's gay forever, and I didn't care. He came on to me, it was weird. It's gonna come out what he's really been up to. You're gonna see he's not a pinnacle of Islam. He's not a pinnacle of morality. He's very far from it.
Dude, how retarded do you have to be to think that Sneako is the pinnacle of morality? To be fair, Sneako himself probably doesn't even think that anyway.
I don't like saying this. I feel uncomfortable making this video. I wanted all of this to go away.
Is he convincing us or himself?
He's never respected.
Yeah, why did you post this? Didn't you start why did you post this? Did Sneako say something? Why you felt like you needed to just come out and post this?
Like I am, he'll never achieve the heights of fame that I achieved. He'll never surpass me in any realm, no matter what.
This video isn't really coming out of power. It's almost coming out of fear. It seems like he's threatened by Sneako. Is it just me? Yeah. Am I reading too far into this? I look at the stream charts and Sneako had a very big stream on the 10th.
Whenever I start to rise like this is when all the vultures, leeches, clout chasers, and 7K influencers flock in to try to destroy me. It's happened today. I've seen it from all the same usual suspects.
I didn't want to make this video. I'm only making it because it's all coming to light now, and I want everybody to see that once again, Tate was right.
Oh, you are top G, my friend. Top G.
They think you're stupid.
Andrew Tate hasn't been right in a long time, bro. That nigga Andrew Tate's just a weirdo now, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
You turn yourself into a clown. What are you gonna do now? Content? What are you gonna do? Fight? Do a boxing match? Boxing with Chase DeMore? What else are you gonna do? Politics? You get everything wrong. You say you don't read. How are you gonna talk about geopolitics when you say that reading is gay?
Reading books is a very cheap way to, I guess, entertain. I wouldn't call it entertainment because my brain is far too advanced. I'm too smart to read. I'm not gonna sit there and go, smart people read. No, I need action. I need constant chaos in my life to feel content. I need to be driving a supercar and fighting.
10 years out, 4 years old.
Clearly he's rage baiting, because in this world of constant stimulation, reading is probably the best thing you can do to unplug from the Matrix, ironically.
You can't do content. You can't do politics. Red pill's over. Now what? That's why you're making this video. It's your last effort attempt at trying to get some sort of clout from whatever the situation is. The reality is you are so far removed from what people care about and what matters that you're doing this video at a time of war and during Ramadan when literally nobody cares anymore.
Yeah, I feel like he's disconnected too, because most people I know don't care about the war or about Ramadan.
Tristan Tate said that word for word. Andrew's brother went on that Mark Shapiro podcast and said, my tech team's in Israel. They can pull the plug on my business at any moment. That's why you folded. They own you.
That being said, I still think Tate is leagues more calculated than Sneeko. He's playing chess while Sneeko's playing checkers with his heart on his sleeve. Andrew Tate is an actor. He wears a mask.
I read plenty of books. I have you know I read plenty of books. Stop it.
Only masks, but how you use them.
But if you have that information, put it out there. What do you think I'm afraid of?
I stopped talking to him years ago because I knew he was doing drugs. I knew he was gay. I knew he was going to BDSM clubs and doing all this kind of weird shit. I didn't want to be hanging around with some little fruity nigga.
Pro dropped the hard R like Juice WRLD in Bandit.
I ain't hanging around with this guy who's going to clubs in New York, getting tied up by dudes and asking. I'm not doing it. So, here's the truth. That's the reason. I'm not going to talk on this again. He's going to tweet about me and talk about it for the next 200 years, and you're going to see the rage in his eyes, the suppressed homosexuality.
And the crazy thing is, he's not entirely wrong. Sneeko already made 2 response videos, bro. At the end of the day is the end of the day, and honestly, I don't even think there's a winner in this situation. It's kind of pathetic.
So,
unfortunately, we ran out of time for
y'all. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section again. I gave y'all my thoughts already. Sneeko, you cooked yourself, bro, because I just feel like it didn't need to be this way. Obviously, he's still having motion and, you know, doing what he's doing in the streaming world with whatever the fuck he's talking about these days. But I feel like he just lost himself in that red pill shit, and he got a identity crisis going on. And then Andrew Tate, essentially kind of the same thing. Identity crisis, but on a different level, bro, because Andrew Tate, it's like he does have a lot of money. He is rich, but he can't understand that he's no longer relevant. And now he's just continuously embarrassing himself, and pretty much trying to do anything to get back in the spotlight and say anything to get back in the spotlight. So it's like these guys are both lost in their own way. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Definitely is really corny to just be randomly coming out and saying things about another man's sexuality pretty much unprovoked. Like, I don't really see what's going on there, but y'all let me know what y'all think. Interesting. Berto, both you and him can't read. I can read, bro. I can read. Give me a sentence right now. Go ahead. I'm reading it. Come on. I'm closing my eyes. Give me a sentence. I'm closing my eyes. And as soon as I open my shit, I'm gonna read somebody's sentence. Make it a good sentence. Don't put like some crazy, non-realistic Harvard level sentence. Just give me a good sentence. And I'm reading it. No stutter, no nothing. Watch this. My problem is I just have a stuttering problem. I be stuttering in real life. Just stuttering. It's not that I can't read, bro. Y'all ready? There better be a sentence there. If there's no sentence there, y'all missed y'all chance to see pure excellence, Einstein level brilliance. 3, 2, 1. No sentence, bro. No sentence. Y'all fumbled, bro. Hey, man. I gave y'all more than enough time. My eyes was closed. Y'all took too long, bro. It's there. American Revolution. Read it. I read it. It's y'all fault, bro. Again, now you just have to take my word for it. I'm a genius. Understand that. Spell eagle. Eagle. E-A-G-E-L. Eagle. There's a delay on the chat. Is there? All right. Let's get into this next one. It's like an hour-long video. I'm not going to watch the whole thing, but it should be good, though. 3, 2, 1. One word for you to read. What is it? Chat been delayed for a month. Really? No way. I'm not reading
Where you
that.
at, Berto?
I'm not reading that bullshit. This nigga just tried to hit me with the, what the fuck? Nobody can read that. Nobody can read that. Pneumoneuraltroloscopic slisco convol. Yeah, shut the stop it. Stop it. I'm not reading that. Nobody can read that. It's the longest word in English. Yeah, well, they need to put that bitch in goddamn the Harry Potter wizardry book. That shit sounds like a forbidden spell. All right, spam up again, man. Let's go.
Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto?
3, 2. Mercy, plastic surgery gone wrong. Failed cosmetic trauma that went horribly wrong. Botched!
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Dang. This is what I've been left with. What even is my belly button?
Ladies, I'm going on my 4th breast surgery in less than 2 years.
Because my nose.
4th breast surgery in less than 2 years? Jesus. I wonder what her shit look like.
Ew.
Has
been doing a weird thing.
Okay. British mum has died after having a Brazilian butt lift in Turkey.
And this is what my lip looked like yesterday morning.
Okay, no, this actually YouTube. This is for informational and analytical purposes only. Please do not cook us.
I got like a half botched, half okay nose job in 2018.
During the procedure, they popped a blood vessel in my face.
My tip is drooping.
To be careful who we are getting our bodies done with.
It changed the shape of my face.
I actually regret getting my BBL sometimes.
Why does it look like that?
Looked like this because they're literally opening your face and breaking your nose.
It's been a year and I still get pimples on my chest.
I'm gonna squeeze.
Oh, no. Oh, wait, hold on, man. I don't know if I can watch this. Jesus.
Having had bum filler.
Wagwan Islanders, welcome back to another video. Of course, you know it's your favorite.
Oh, shit.
But in specific places. I got jawline filler years ago. Instant regret. It changed the shape of my face. It added a roundness to it and a heaviness to it. And I have patiently been waiting like probably 5 years for these fillers to wear off. And I really feel like, especially here, I feel like this isn't even fat. I feel like it's still filler that is just
why? Why? I understand we all have insecurities, bro, but it's like you gotta learn how to accept your flaws, man. Sometimes they don't even be flaws. A lot of shit that I used to get teased for back in the day, now people look at me and say, oh, I love that about you. I love that feature about you, bro. The problem is everybody want to look the goddamn same. It's these things that make you unique, bro. It's my eyes being a little bit further apart of my head that make me look a little bit more unique than you. It's my teeth being crooked that make me just a little bit more unique than you. It's me looking like Sid from Ice Age that just make me a little bit more handsome than you, nigga. I'm not about to go hit my face with a hammer and go get shit added into my jaw into more bullshit just so I could look closer to Miss Potato Head right here. Why are we doing this? Come on, man. You gotta learn to love yourself. Accept your flaws, man.
Coagulated in my jaw. Instant regret. Don't do jawline fillers. Under eye fillers, it's caused a lot of inflammation, and in certain lighting, my eyes are just like puffy underneath. You can see it in some of my videos, and I've gotten dissolved multiple times and it's still there. Breast implants, I've had saline and silicone, and they made me very ill with breast implant illness, and I was like nearing death.
Look at this. Nearing death for some titties. Nearing death for some titties is crazy, bro.
Until actually my audience told me you might have breast implant illness. Took out my implants, healed overnight. I was deathly ill because of breast implants. Next up, plasma pen. I got plasma pen.
You would think she got hit with almost every bad surgery in the book at this point. I would think I would probably start slowing down and stop. Like, oh, maybe I shouldn't fucking do these surgeries anymore. Maybe I should stop. Holy.
Underneath and around my eyes, just my entire eye area, and it left permanent scars. It looks like freckles now because it's faded so much, but I'm still actively getting treatments to reduce the scarring around my eyes. Luckily, everything else has been pretty great, so check out my beauty treatments playlist for the things that I actually do like.
Oh, my body did not reject breast implants. I was poisoned by them because the chemicals in the silicone leaked into my body. Because think about it, your body temperature is like 98 degrees, right? So you have this silicone bubble in you, basically cooking at low temperature for a decade. So yeah, my body didn't like reject them as a foreign object. I was just poisoned by my titties.
I know that we have all seen those perfect filtered results, of course, which is the most riskiest surgery.
Not really. I've just been hiding because my nose has been doing a weird thing. So a few years ago, I had a rhinoplasty. Didn't like it, had to go back to do a revision. Shortly after, I would get hints of this foul odor. No redness, just at times I would smell this god-awful smell until the redness showed.
Oh, bitch turned it into Rudolph.
Went to the ER, gave me an antibiotic, told me to follow up with the ENT. It took 2 months to get in. Once I did the CT scan, they found out that I have a foreign object that was left in my nose during my surgery.
For what? For what? For what? Barely could see the difference.
Now I have to have a new surgery.
Dang, that is a nasal implant. 4 reasons I don't like nasal implants. Number 1, a lot of scarring. Number 2, they can become malpositioned or move around. Number 3, they can get horribly infected. And number 4, they can erode through the skin and cause extrusion.
Let me tell you the truth about getting a nose job, because if I'm gonna de-influence anything, it's gonna be that. First of all, I looked like this because they're literally opening your face and breaking your nose. It is the gnarliest experience of my entire life. I took the painkillers the first 4 days, and I genuinely do not remember a thing. But then the 5th day comes, and I didn't take them, and I started having awful diarrhea, like bad. Then on my way to my plastic surgeon checkup, I started
Does she really have to put this much makeup on because of the plastic surgery?
to feel bad, like fever and chills. I made my dad pull over at this nasty Dunkin' Donuts on the side of the highway. I went in the bathroom, I threw up like 10 times, no exaggeration, and then I passed out on the floor, and yes, I did fall on my face. I get to the plastic surgeon's office and I still cannot stop puking, and my plastic surgeon informs me that I'm actually going through withdrawals from the painkillers, and if I can't stop puking, that I'm gonna need to go to the hospital. Thank God I ended up being okay, but those painkillers triggered my first manic episode and a psychotic episode that led to me getting diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Also, it doesn't magically fix your insecurities. Want to hear something crazy? I'm actually still insecure about my nose. The reason I feel like I have a good side and a bad side is because my nose looks softer from this angle, which I like, and then sharper for this angle, which I don't like. And
You got a nose job to just get a mid nose? Your shit's not even even. And again, I'm not trying to like make fun of your bullying or like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like make fun of your uneven nose. Like, okay, my nose is big. Okay, like whatever. But you got a nose job just for it to not even be like a perfect nose. Like, why? What is wrong with people?
I feel like it's crooked and asymmetrical, and I always go this way in picture. It straight up did not fix my deviated septum either. I have a cyst in this side of my sinus, and my deviated septum on this side is so bad that an ENT actually cannot fit a camera up my nose to look at it. Like, I probably need a second nose job.
Or just leave it alone. Just stop trying to fix things that weren't meant to be fixed because it was never even broken. Just leave it.
I used to get chronic nosebleeds my whole life before my nose job, and in the 8.5 years since I've had it, I haven't had a single one. That probably sounds like a good thing, but I don't know, it just feels suspicious. And listen, obviously not everyone has an experience as bad as mine, and I'm so lucky that in spite of all of that, it still looks so good. And I would be a hypocrite to tell you not to get one, because it's your body just like it was my body. But what I want you to consider is that this is—
I don't think I'm going to be taking any advice from someone who's staring into the camera telling a story like this. Like, it's your body, do it. I think I'm gonna pass on the advice, man. I think I'm gonna pass on your advice. You're really creeping me out.
a serious, invasive, permanent surgery. It is not glamorous, and I highly recommend therapy before you make any permanent decisions like that. Now here's the whole look. I love you guys. Take care.
I got a nose job.
That girl looks batshit crazy, bro.
It's interesting, actually. My nose was one of the only things that I really felt truly confident in, on my face, about my face, whatever.
So why did you get a nose job? To make it better?
Forever, like since the day I was born, my dad was always like, oh, my little child with like a ski slope nose, like a cute little like slope, a little boop at the end. Like my nose used to look like this. And then I started dating a loser in 2017, and I went to one of his shows one time, and one of his dumbass friends literally kicked me in the face.
Hell nah.
In a mosh pit of like 6 people total. If you're gonna ask me how that happened, I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, I had to get a nose job, and it kind of has the bump from this angle, but from this angle it's completely straight, and this little bump, this little like nobular thing on the end of my nose, you can see on this side it's still curved. It used to be like that all the way around, but now it's only on just one side because my nose was broken into a million different pieces and shattered inside of my
Fine. Fair enough, though. You got your fucking face caved in. That's not, I don't consider that a nose job. I consider that the doctor just doing the best that he could with the options he was given. Like, I'm not mad at this. Stop laughing. It's funny. She was laughing. I can laugh if she's laughing. Come on, man.
my skull, and then they had to put it back together. You're probably like, Penny, like, even if you didn't love your nose before, like, isn't it kind of nice to just, like, have a new nose, like, get whatever you want done to it? And to that, I would say, no, actually, because the the surgeon asked me, he was like, before I put you under, is there anything about your nose that you want me to change? And I said, specifically, and I quote, no, just put my shit back on my face.
Hey, I fuck with Shorty. She funny, bruh.
I said I want it exactly the way that it was before this happened. Before the break, I want the same structure on all parts of my nose. I wanted the same. Just put my shit back. This was also one of the top hospitals in the country, specifically for surgery. I was lucky enough to go to college in a town that, like, that hospital, like, randomly was there. This happened while I was at college, duh. So I told one of the best surgeons to make my nose exactly how it was, and he did not. He definitely did not. He failed. He failed, actually.
He did his best, man. You said your shit was shot into a million pieces. Like, I think to a degree, anytime you go under the pen, under the knife, there's probably always gonna be a level of it's not gonna be exactly what you want it to be, or it's gonna be different. You feel me?
And I feel like he probably ignored me and wanted to, like, make my nose straighter to make it look better, because my nose is so fucking straight. It was never like that before. So even if you ask for everything that you want, you still might not get it. So I recommend trying to love your nose before you go ahead and pay thousands of dollars to try and change it, because it might not look the same.
I got like a...
Yeah, but again, in her case, she got hurt. She got injured. So, I mean, I think in her case, she did the best that she could. But outside, people just signing up to fuck their shit off, I can't co-sign it.
Half botched, half okay nose job in 2018, and I want to talk about it. Okay, so here is side profile before.
Perfectly normal nose. Literally, I don't think there's nothing wrong with this woman's nose. Nothing wrong with this woman's nose.
The only thing I wanted to fix was this bump, and I came out with a completely different nose. So this is after. I'll show you the front. That's where it changed shit up. Here's another little angle from the front before, and then from the front after. Okay, now my nose from the front is completely crooked. It's just like completely slanted. My tip is drooping and the sides of my nose are like up. This nostril is completely exposed, something that it wasn't before. This nostril is completely different, and my nose is just like facing this way now.
Bro, her nose was perfect before. I don't know why she did this. Why did she do this?
I also have like divots in my nose up here, and I have a ball of cartilage in my nose. All shit that wasn't there before the nose job. I'm kind of just making this video to give you guys advice if you're looking to get a nose job. Do your fucking research and remember that, you're changing your whole face. It's really scary and it changes. Like, my nose has changed so much over the 3 years. I hate it. I'm looking to get a revision rhinoplasty. I have no idea.
No. Just stop. Just stop.
Where to go. So if you have any good doctors below, let me know. Like, I fucking my nose now. Like, what is this? Like, what is that? Like, what the if you're going to get a nose job, do your research, do some detective find patients that they've had, and then ask them. Go in with a list of specific details, things that you want, things that you don't want. That's something I didn't do, something that I should have done. You're the one paying. It's your face. Do not let the doctor just take control and do whatever he wants. That's what I did, and I hate my nose. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'll answer them. Just be careful, because it's a really big decision and there's no turning back once you get the surgery.
We all know that nose jobs can be life-changing. We have seen them. I know we have all seen those permanently pinch looking.
This is kind of a long story, but I'm going to try to make it quick. So 2 years ago, I had my primary rhinoplasty, and a year beforehand, I did a lot of research and thinking, and I found a surgeon in the US because I wanted someone to be close in case something went wrong, so I could easily go to them for follow-up appointments. I am patting myself on the back now because obviously things did go wrong. The surgeon I picked, I have nothing but good things to say about. He was Harvard trained, double board certified, he's an ENT, he has 5-star reviews, his cost was high, his availability was low, the consultation went really well, he was a really nice guy, and he fixed the problem that he created. Going into the surgery, initially, I wasn't nervous about the results. I was just nervous about the surgery itself, but that's just because of my medical anxiety. And I had full faith in him. I figured I didn't completely hate my original natural nose. I just wanted a couple tweaks.
These are the stories that piss me off even more, because it's like, it's one thing when you can at least say like, yo, I'm super insecure, and my advice would still be like, let's focus on just loving and accepting yourself. But at least if you are looking in the mirror like, oh my god, I hate it, I hate it, at least I can be like, all right, man, well, I guess go ahead. Like, I'm not gonna co-sign it no matter what, but it's like I can at least from a certain lens of light be like, okay. But then you got people like this that are like, I mean, my nose is pretty much perfect, everything is perfect, you know, I like it, but I just want a little bit of tweaks. These are the type of people that will never be satisfied, bro. Never be satisfied. Like, why?
Like, I had a little bit of a bump here.
And the girl is objectively pretty. Like, just come on, man. Maybe she's not my type, but it's just like, objectively, this is somebody's, like, somebody is looking at this girl and is like, oh wow, this is a beautiful woman. Nobody gives a fuck about, nobody's looking at this and tripping. Why?
I wanted that smoothed down. I wanted a little bit less nostril show. Some refining to the tip. Nothing dramatic, just little changes. And
it looks worse. I think it looks worse. It's subtle, and again, I think it looks worse though, honestly.
And I figured whatever happens, it's going to end up looking better than before. The initial post-surgery process was not that bad. I was very swollen, a little bit bruised. When he took off my cast, it was extremely swollen, so I couldn't tell, but as the swelling went down, I started to really, really like my nose. And I was getting really excited about it because it takes a full year, even longer, they say, for a rhinoplasty to completely heal. So I figured that as the year went on, I would like it more and more, because a lot of people say that. However, as the year went on,
it looks like it got worse, because like some of the pictures she's shown, it didn't look that bad, but I'm looking at it right now, it don't look like that.
And I started liking it less and less, and more problems started becoming uncovered as the swelling went down. So my nose looked completely crooked, and in some lighting it looked very dramatically crooked, like curved from the front. Also, I started having cartilage showing through my thin skin. 2 little bumps, they were asymmetric. One was a little bit lower than the other.
Damn.
And we went in and talked about these issues. He did some steroid shots to try to help with the swelling, to see if that would do anything. And eventually we decided that the way to correct it would have to be another surgery. He offered to do the surgery for me. All I would have to pay is for anesthesia, and he was very confident about it. In fact, we did it in office instead of at the surgery center that I had my initial surgery at. And I don't know, it seemed like it was an easy fix, and I do think that he fixed the problem. So what he did is he took some fascia from my ear.
Now you grabbing shit for your ear, for your nose. Oh man, bro, this is sad. This is sad. Now you disfiguring your ear for your nose. That's because you already tried to tweak something. It's just like, yo, bro.
Kind of cover and kind of refine the tip area. And I'm not exactly sure what all he did, but it did fix the way it was looking really curved, and it fixed the show of the cartilage.
Nah.
And it does look pretty nice.
Man, if you think so, you know, again, I meet this girl on the street, don't know anything about her. Like, I'm not gonna judge her off and be like, oh my god, but it's just the fact that you do have a before and after. It's like, why do y'all do this to yourselves? Yes, it literally is a rabbit hole. It's a rabbit hole. Oh, well, let me tweak this, and then I tweak this, and then I tweak this, and then I tweak this, and then before you know it, you fucking wake up looking like Clayface from fucking Batman. You know? It's just like, at some point, you just gotta accept that you don't want to wake up looking like this. You don't want to wake up looking like this. So just love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. This is a long video. It's actually like over an hour long. So I'll break it up into parts if you guys wanted me to see more of it. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? Comment down below, man. You know, at the end of the day, it's your body. It's your life. You can do what you want. But, you know what I'm saying? I would vote. Just go ahead and love yourself. Unless it's like an accident like that one girl. You know what I'm saying? Something that you can't help. It's like, fine. But let that be the case, bro. Berto, I got a sentence for you to read. Y'all niggas lost your chance at sentence reading, man. Trying to fuck me up and shit. Y'all lost your chance, bro. I told y'all, hit me with the word. Y'all niggas was twiddling your thumbs. Your body isn't meant to go through surgery. That's why their nose be growing back wrong, because their face is confused as to what the fuck is going on. It's trying to fix what was messed up. And y'all, facts. Facts. That makes a lot of sense. Your body is like trying to auto correct. It's like low key, you know what it's like when you really think about it? It's like the literal autocorrect for typing. The words are supposed to be spelled a certain way, but because we use slang and a whole bunch of bullshit when we're typing, um, then the iPhone starts to remember our patterns, but then autocorrect tries to fix it, and then it starts putting out random ass shit. It's like we don't even know what's going on anymore. Berto, you ready? I made it easy, don't worry. I mean, send it. I'm not inclined to read it though. Yeah, Cap, you on bullshit. um, I think I'm gonna go back to this last video chat. I don't know which one to pick. Let me see something. Let me see something. Let me see something. Let me see something. I just want to see which video I should react to last.